Today we are trying this Tarte Foundcealer. This is part 2 of my trying series, Travel Edition. This is a spin-off from my original trying series where I try products I've never tried before, but in this portion of the series, all of these products are going to be travel size. If you missed part 1 where I showed you the NYX Marshmallow Primer, I will have that link for you here as well as in the description box. But today is all about Tarte, especially this Foundcealer. Now that name kind of, to me, thinks that they are mixing what's supposed to be your foundation with your concealer, everything in one, that way you don't have to use two different products. But is that the solution, or is it more of a hassle? We're going to find out today. So being this is travel size, this one is $16 from Ulta. That is pretty pricey for a travel size, especially being that this is only 0.33 ounces. One thing I will say about it is that it does have a pump. I very much appreciate that, being that they didn't really have to on a travel size product, but they did, and for that I'm very appreciative. As far as your ingredients go, this one does have dimethicone, aluminum hydroxide, Abuso oil, I'm probably botched that name, salt, stearic acid, vitamin E, sunflower oil, choline, sodium hyaluronate. You do have an ingredient for hydration, hydrolyzed hyaluronic acid, and then of course that titanium dioxide in your zinc for your SPF. I initially wanted to try this because of the packaging. When you are using something to travel, you want it to be functional, but you also want it to look nice, and I think that is achieved in this packaging. All that being said, it still has to perform well. I have this one in the shade 22N Light Natural. While we're talking shades, I have a bone to pick with them on this product. Ulta only offers 6 shades. You heard me right, that one-digit number, 6. There are billions of people in the world and you have 6 shades. What is the point of making a travel size product if you're only going to target 6 skin tones? And yes, one shade may be able to work for 2 or maybe 3 different skin tones, but that's not the point. If you're going to offer a travel size of any of your products, you need to have it fully extended. So with that being said, let's take a look at what is in this product. This one does have SPF. It's going to have an SPF of 20. Being that it is zinc oxide and titanium dioxide, that is going to be a mineral sunscreen. So if you have any kind of reactions or hesitations for chemical sunscreens, know that this one has mineral. It is cruelty free. Claim that it has 12-hour wear. It's medium coverage. It's been clinically proven to hydrate and improve skin appearance, and it's said to have a natural radiant finish. As far as application goes, this one you're not going to need to sit here and pump 2 or 3 pumps to get the coverage that you want. One pump is going to be plenty for you. This one, I will say, goes on smoothly. It has a little bit of thickness to it. It's not going to be completely liquid, and it blends out fairly easily. This one is thick though. If you can see that, this is not going to be lightweight by any means. This one is a thicker formula. For me, this is the one I'm wearing today. And I feel when I look up close, especially on my under eye area, it tends to sit on the skin rather than blending into the skin. For me, for my dry skin, for my texture and the thickness of this product, that's not what I want to see. I want to see this blend into the skin, become one with the skin, melt into the skin, not just sitting on the surface. Now you are going to have coverage, no doubt. Would they say medium coverage? I think that is correct. I think it is on the higher end of medium coverage. There are freckles on my face that I'm not seeing. Skin tone is evened out. It just looks so thick. And for me, I'm not about that look. If that's you, if that's what you want, you're okay with that because you want that level of coverage, then by all means, go for it. For me, this is just not what I'm looking for, at least in everyday wear. Speaking of everyday, all day, this one is going to last you throughout the day. I have not timed it to check the 12-hour wear claim, but for me, I get through a full day of this, and it's pretty much still there when I go to take it off. I don't notice, like a patch here or coming off there. This one is going to last you, again, I feel, because it is that thicker formula, and it's kind of surprising being that I said that it does tend to sit on my skin, so I feel like it would just lift off. I haven't noticed that. At the end of the day, this is not for me. I am extremely ecstatic that I decided to try the travel size of this. Again, because this is what travel size is perfect for. You want to try a new product, but you don't want to fully commit to the full size or the full size price. So while this one was $16, I'm not happy with it. It's too cakey, it's too thick for me, for my skin. It accentuates texture. I just don't like the way it sits on top of the skin. So this is checking in after my makeup has been on about 9 hours. As you can see, it doesn't look broken down. It doesn't really look bad. And I had actually kind of thought maybe I had mistaken and judged this foundation a little too harshly, because it did look good and it was still on at the end of the day, but it felt so heavy and so cakey, especially around my nose and mouth area. It just felt so heavy. I wanted to get it off. I'm going to stick to my original statement and stay with the fact that this foundation is just not for me. While it does look nice with the coverage, it is just too much for my skin, my preference, and my skin texture. This foundation is part 2 of this Trying Travel Size Edition series. If you're interested in seeing the primer that I used under this look today, then go check out part 1 where I show you the NYX Marshmallow Primer. I'll also have the last episode of the original Trying series for you if you would like to check that one out as well. Before you go, either go down below or right here on the screen, click this profile picture so you can subscribe. This will allow you to be notified when I upload future videos, which I hope to see you there. Bye.